What are dreams?
There are various dreams.
Are we traveling places, or is our own psyche, or?
Well, one moment. It is a winding down of all of the thoughts throughout the day. It is a letting go of. It is a clearing out of the pockets of the mind. It is also an access point for spiritual guidance and psychic ability. Because when the body is asleep, the lower mind is out of the way. So at different times we will have different dreams. Some may just be offloading the craziness of the thought processes during the day, of which there are thousands. Sometimes it will be a message
How do we know if
from
it's a
the
message?
spirit guide.
How will we know the difference?
Generally, a message from the spirit guides will feel very high frequency, interesting, joyful, and not completely chaotic.
Are
A clearing out is generally nonsensical chaos.
are we facing and clearing darkness within our dream work?
We can do. We set the intention before sleep.
By our thoughts?
How do you set an intention?
Words, but can the words be in my head, or they have to be out loud?
I think generally the difference between thinking an intention and saying one is there is far more clarity in the spoken word, as there are often two or three other thoughts running in the mind at the same time. And which one is the intention may be misunderstood by the self. So when it is spoken out loud, there is no mistaking that that is the said intention.
Right. And we talked earlier about, I said I had a dream about being in this place where I was taken apart and put back together, different mutilations or whatever. So that wasn't a dream, that was actually traveling or being taken to a ship.
It was very much like a dream because your body still stayed in your bed.
Right.
And you had an astral projection.
So the mutilation wasn't literal.
No. Though the impact of it felt literal. We don't see that you have been taken off planet. We do see that you have astral travelled off planet.
What can you tell us more about the ships that are in our realm from extraterrestrials?
Not at present. There is purposeful secrecy about these ships.
Is that from the government or the Galactic Council of Light? That censorship.
The government are nothing. It is from all the galactic federations.
Our governments work with them, though, right?
There have been a few connections, but your governments are very primitive.
Who has access to my dreams?
You,
What other beings are allowed to enter?
Only the ones that you give permission.
Like, but I don't remember everybody that I gave permission to do stuff to me.
Because the permissions are given out of body, and other aspects of your soul incarnations can link up in dream time.
Do my guides work with me in my dreams?
Yes.
How do I know if it's them?
You will feel good about it. You will feel a connection, an excitement. You will feel a remembering.
I wake up so many mornings, like, I don't know if I'm afraid to get up or I feel like I'm stuck in some quagmire of the dream a lot of the mornings.
And
I don't want to. It feels bad. Like I'm doing something in the dream time that's affecting this reality and making me feel off and odd and sad. How do I can you
you learn to leave the dream time in the dream time.
How?
And the reality time. I think this is a habit you have formed from not wanting to face reality in earth time. And so it is something that you can learn, just how you learnt to try and stay in dream time. You can learn to look forward with excitement earth time, what we will call awake time.
There's a lot more fun and companionship and family and love in my dream time than in this earth time.
Can you not bring the feeling of that fun and companionship to earth time?
Nope.
Why not? You bring all the negative aspects with you, as you've just explained.
Right. So I'm working on that, clearing stuff to draw more people, but I just don't fully believe to draw new family and new friends and new.
Then you need to work on your belief system.
Well, at the same time,
you seem to suggest that your belief system is out of your control.
No, I'm admitting that I want that. Like I want everybody to stay away from me, while at the same time craving they don't.
This is work for you to do. This is self-inquiry.
Right. So leading back to the question of in dream time, I don't think like that, and I just have fun with people.
Because you are not bringing the baggage with you.
Right. So why would
the baggage can be dropped.
So why would I want to leave dream time?
You are misunderstanding earth time. You are confusing earth time with dream time. You have as much freedom in earth time as you do in dream time. You simply believe it is not so.
Right, but it would take
and
me...
you behave accordingly. And you bombard yourself with negative belief after negative belief, and you stubbornly stick with the negative beliefs.
Right.
And believe that only the positive happens when you are asleep. This is not true.
Well, there's negative too, but it would take me lifetimes to create as many friends as I have in my dreams.
Of course not.
Yeah. In a dream...
No, this is not true.
In my dream, everybody knows me and everybody's my friend. And in this reality, everybody's like, she's weird.
No, that's your interpretation of them.
All right.
That's the energy that you have entered into their realm with.
Well, with all these reasons...
if you carry your armor and your sword with you, you will find battles. If you drop all of that and you do not have a predisposed idea of what that person is going to think of you, you will find a lightness in contact with other human beings.
Right. Well, right now, the only person I'm interested in talking to is Linda.
I say you are very, very lucky.
Absolutely, but she's not here to play with me and stuff.
Well, you have to just play. And you have to be open to the possibility that there are other types of Lindas available.
Oh.
Yes, because there are.
I just don't have it in me to start over.
No, you do have it in you.
I don't want to.
But you have made a huge shopping list of what it involves, which we will tell you to burn. Starting over does not have a list of things.
Yeah, I just don't want to get to know.
It's like two toddlers seeing each other for the first time. It is pure joy and excitement without the baggage.
Well, I'm not interested in. I want people in my life, but I'm not interested in people in my life. So we'll just leave it at that.
We will suggest one more thing.
Okay.
That you drop the habit of sexualizing relationships.
Right.
And you will find it is easier to have people in your life. And not to always have to be on call to them.
Well,
to be able to say no to them.
Speaking of sexual, I'm not interested in that either. My whole life I've just faked it because it's been distorted and weird. There's so much abuse or whatever in the way. I don't have a healthy idea of that either. I don't want that either.
Work on creating a healthy sexual relationship with yourself.
Well, that's what
by doing the shadow work on all aspects.
That's what I feel like I'm doing, but you say don't sexualize the relationship, but I don't want to just hang out with people.
I think what we are saying is that you think that you have to commit to people like it's an intimate relationship.
Oh, right.
That it's a this and it's a that.
Right, Linda
and
was...
we have to behave a certain way, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen. I'm telling you to drop all of that.
Yeah, that's what Linda was saying the other day, of like, it doesn't have to be eternal. Like, don't eternalize.
You can have a 1-hour relationship with one person and never see them again and have the best time.
I do that all the time, and I do love that.
Then you need to bring the gold and bring that and keep it in your body instead of bringing back in the darkness, which tells you lies, which tells you that you don't have connections, that you don't have friends, because it is the baggage.
Right. Okay, pause.
You are the easiest friend maker.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay.
It's just not carrying them that you have to work with.
I get what I bring to the table, but I don't get what they bring to the table. It's arrogant, it's weird, it's programs.
That is with a fear of connection, that's all.
Okay. Pause.